Some people recognize when I converted to Islam that there was a time I was an atheist. There was a time when I was atheistic. And the reason I am now so absolutely certain that God is real is because I've seen evil. I've seen shaitan. I've seen it. When you see enough evil, you realize that there must be an equal and opposite force. And there are people out there in the world today doing the work of the devil, genuine demons, who are trying to destroy the baseline morality that's inside of all of us. We're all born with some kind of morality, and they're trying to destroy it.
And that's exactly the Islamic understanding, that we believe that you're born with something called fitrah, which is the initial goodness. You're born with an innate belief, receptivity to believe in one God. Yeah. And then that is corrupted. In fact, there's a prophet, hadith of the prophet, where he says, كُلُّ مَوْلُودٍ يُولَدُ عَلَى الْفِطْرَةِ. Every born child is born upon this initial goodness. فَأَبَوَاهُ يُهَوِّدَانِهِ أَوْ يُنَصِّرَانِهِ أَوْ يُمَجِّسَانِهِ. And then his father and mother, or his parents, they socialize him into, Christianity, Judaism, Magiism. So the idea is that everyone is born with this initial goodness and this initial will or want to believe in God, one God. And then, as you mentioned, I mean, it's what you're mentioning here is profound, because you're mentioning a central doctrine in Islam.
But it's and this is why perhaps I found God the way I did, because I understood all these things first, and then I saw the Quran, and it confirmed so many things for me. Like even the conversations I've been having so far, so many things have been confirmed, and it's amazing the knowledge that's inside of it, which is so applicable today. For an old book, right? It's supposed to be old, but it seems so timeless.
And the whole part of the Shahada which you took, which is Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, the true meaning of that, La ilaha illallah, is that there is no God worthy of worship except for one God. Yep. Which means that your desires, or the system, or these people that want to control us, the problem is they're not worthy of worship. The only one worthy of our subordination and submission is the creator of the heavens and the earth. There's no one else.
I agree, and I completely agree, and I've agreed with this for the longest time. I've never been to like a music concert, and people ask me why, and I said, I just look at it and I feel embarrassed. I look at someone up on a stage dancing around, and I look at hundreds of thousands of peasants in the crowd. Just yeah. I'm like, it's I feel cringe. It's like secondhand embarrassment when I see these festivals and everyone's losing their mind, or these music concerts. I genuinely feel embarrassed for the people who go, because to me that is a form of worship.
Change is the only constant in life. This quote rings true in the life of Andrew Tate, a man known for his controversial opinions and larger-than-life persona. In this video, we'll delve into the extraordinary journey of Andrew Tate, from being a vocal atheist to embracing Islam. We'll explore his transformation, the reasons behind his conversion, and the impact it has had on his life and public image. Emory Andrew Tate III, better known as Andrew Tate, has a life story as compelling as his personality. Born on December 1st, 1986 in Washington, D.C., Tate's early life was marked by a mix of cultures and influences. His father, Emory Tate, was an African-American chess master, while his mother had British roots. Growing up in both the United States and England, Tate was exposed to diverse perspectives from a young age. Tate's rise to fame began in the world of kickboxing, where he achieved significant success, becoming a 4-time world champion. His transition to the public eye, however, was marked by his participation in the reality TV show Big Brother in 2016. This appearance catapulted him into a different kind of fame, characterized by a mix of admiration and controversy. Despite his success in the sporting world, Tate's outspoken nature often garnered more attention than his achievements. Known for his brash and unapologetic demeanor, he quickly became a polarizing figure. His opinions, especially on topics like success, wealth, and lifestyle, both attracted a significant following and sparked controversy. In parallel to his kickboxing career, Tate ventured into the world of entrepreneurship and online business, further expanding his influence and reach. His presence on social media platforms grew, making him a well-known internet personality. However, it was not just his success stories that caught the public eye. His views on religion and spirituality were equally in the spotlight. Tate's views on atheism. During his rise to fame, Andrew Tate was vocal about his atheistic beliefs. He often engaged in debates and discussions, challenging the existence of God and organized religion. His YouTube channel featured several videos where he expressed skepticism towards religious doctrines and promoted a secular worldview. Tate's approach to atheism was grounded in rationalism and empirical evidence. He frequently questioned the lack of scientific proof for the existence of God and critiqued what he saw as contradictions in religious texts. His arguments resonated with many, especially those who shared his skeptical outlook. However, it's crucial to note that Tate's atheism was not just a passive disbelief, it was an active part of his identity. He used his platform to advocate for questioning and critical thinking, often encouraging his audience to challenge established norms and beliefs. The journey towards Islam. The shift in Andrew Tate's religious beliefs was gradual, and to many of his followers, unexpected. It wasn't a single event that sparked his interest in Islam, but a series of experiences and interactions. Tate himself has spoken about meeting Muslims and being intrigued by their faith and conviction. One pivotal moment in his journey was his exposure to Islamic teachings and philosophy. Tate began to explore the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, delving into the complexities of Islamic theology and ethics. This exploration was a turning point, challenging his previously held beliefs and opening up a new perspective on faith and spirituality. Tate's journey towards Islam also involved deep personal introspection. He has spoken about reassessing his life's purpose, the meaning of success, and the role of spirituality in achieving true fulfillment. This introspection was crucial in his transition from skepticism to belief. In addition to his growing interest in Islamic theology, Andrew Tate's views on Western society began to shift. He often critiqued what he saw as the materialistic and superficial nature of Western culture, contrasting it with the spiritual and community-focused aspects he found in Islam. Tate expressed disillusionment with the emphasis on material success and the neglect of spiritual and moral values in much of Western society. His observations about the differences in family structures, social cohesion, and moral values between Islamic cultures and the West further fueled his interest in Islam. This contrast highlighted for Tate a sense of spiritual fulfillment and purpose he felt was lacking in his previous lifestyle and beliefs. Conversion to Islam. Andrew Tate's conversion to Islam was a significant turning point in his life. He publicly announced his conversion, surprising many of his followers and sparking widespread discussion. The exact date and circumstances of his conversion have been a topic of interest, with Tate sharing bits of this personal journey in various interviews and social media posts. Following his conversion, Tate spoke about experiencing a profound sense of peace and clarity. He described his new faith as an anchor, providing him with a deeper sense of purpose and direction. His conversion was not just a private spiritual change, but also a public statement, reflecting a major transformation in his identity and worldview. Changes post-conversion. The impact of converting to Islam on Andrew Tate's life was both profound and multifaceted. Professionally, there were noticeable changes in his business endeavors and social media presence. His content began to reflect his new beliefs, with a greater focus on spirituality, morality, and personal growth. Tate's interpersonal relationships also underwent changes as he navigated his new identity as a Muslim. He spoke about the support he received from the Muslim community and the challenges of addressing misconceptions and criticisms from others. The conversion also led to a shift in his lifestyle choices and daily practices, aligning more closely with Islamic teachings. This included adopting regular prayer, fasting during Ramadan, and other religious observances, which he occasionally shared with his audience. Impact and discussion. Andrew Tate's conversion to Islam had a broader impact beyond his personal life. It sparked discussions about religious conversion, the role of faith in modern society, and the perception of Islam in the West. Tate's high-profile conversion challenged stereotypes and prompted conversations about the diversity of the Muslim community. His story became a point of reference in debates about the search for meaning and authenticity in a rapidly changing world. It also raised questions about the influence of public figures on societal attitudes towards religion and spirituality. To understand the significance of Andrew Tate's conversion, it's essential to have a brief overview of Islamic beliefs and practices. Islam is a monotheistic religion centered around the belief in one God, Allah, and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad as the final prophet. Key aspects of Islamic faith include the 5 pillars of Islam: the declaration of faith, shahada, prayer, salah, almsgiving, zakat, fasting during Ramadan, Psalm, and pilgrimage to Mecca, Hajj. Islamic teachings emphasize community, family, moral living, and personal growth. The Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, and the Hadiths, the sayings and actions of Prophet Muhammad, guide Muslims in their daily life, offering a framework for spiritual and ethical conduct. This background provides a context to understand the changes Tate experienced post-conversion, aligning his life more closely with these principles and practices. Impact and discussion. Andrew Tate's conversion to Islam not only impacted his personal life, but also played a role in shaping public discourse. It prompted a reconsideration of the stereotypes and misconceptions about Islam, especially among his followers and in online communities where he was influential. His story opened up dialogues about the journey of faith, the reasons people convert to different religions, and how these decisions affect their lives and public perceptions. Tate's conversion also led to discussions about the coexistence of different religious beliefs in modern, pluralistic societies. Conclusion. In conclusion, Andrew Tate's conversion to Islam is a story of transformation and introspection. It challenges us to think about the role of faith in an individual's life and in society at large. Tate's journey from atheism to Islam highlights the dynamic nature of personal beliefs and the ongoing search for meaning and purpose. His story is a reminder that life paths are diverse and often unexpected, and that understanding and respect for these diverse journeys are essential in our interconnected world.